Hello. Hi. Yeah, welcome. Basically, I haven't prepared any welcome speech, but today I realized that it would be great if I could share with you someone else's words to start off this whole rad. So, I have it saved here in my phone. So, let's see. So many apps. So these are the words from an Italian linguistic called Luca Greco, and he shared it in a lecture about revolution and desire. And these are his words. By embracing desire, we go beyond the concept of identity and can start perceiving or imagining us as becoming. Resisting to reification, resisting to monodimensional self, but also resisting to commodification of our diversity and plurality. The idea of becoming helps to go beyond the boundaries of the self, to break free of the self, to promote the idea of a necessary lost, to become part of the universe, and to become our own desire, to become our own desires, and to become our own revolution. And I thought these words were really fitting because basically, even though I welcome you, I'm not sure who I am in this moment, and I'm not sure who you are either. And this is why I wanted to invite you all tonight to show all these different kind of colliding vibes that one person can be. So, I'd like you all to know that sometimes I feel like a real lonesome cowboy. And that's the first vibe. And now, I'd like to share with you some letters from a young cowboy. Actually, let's do that. Monday, May 4th, 2020, at 5:49 p.m. Subject, a dirty old world. Howdy, my friend. My wild spirit told me to write down my thoughts today and send them your way. Recent events made me realize once again, looks like I'm bound to be a lonesome cowboy. You know why? I'll tell you why. All I can give you is my truth. It ain't worth more than your truth, though. The exchange value between you and me is therefore so flat, it is beyond this game of gain. Something has gotten them all into thinking everything has a price, like they're always scared of losing something, or they're always working to gain something they're missing. I must be crazy. Sure ain't the first time I say that, but I believe they're the ones missing out. Believe me when I say it's a dirty old world. I meet vampires. They suck my truth and pollute my blood. They live on sucking the truths of others. They think they're not enough on their own. Then there are, of course, the silent ones in the background who I continuously hope to bond with. I shoot for their frozen hearts, but in their isolation and despair, they dodge my bullets over and over again. In fact, they've gotten so good at it, not even an experienced shooter like this here old cowboy can get them right on that target. It's like they don't want to change. They hang out in groups trying to stay warm together while watching that constantly increasing misery that somehow they manage to dissociate themselves from. Gotta redirect my gun, I guess. Always redirecting, always traveling on. Hell, I'm not sure I'm getting any wiser. I just know I'm getting older, and I can only hope that means I'm growing. Well, hope you're riding safe out there, my friend and faithful brother. May the wind bring us to cross paths soon again. Share some whiskey, smoke some of that tobacco. I'd sure like that. All right, later. Tuesday, May 5th, 2020, at 10:45 p.m. Subject, when life became art. My man, dear friend, and soul companion, I'm in this peculiar mood today. I'll tell you why. I feel high on the fact that I've done something I'll probably regret. I told someone everything. I said I ain't got shit left to hide. And then life turned into art. I couldn't even distinguish what's what in that moment. The beauty was that I didn't care if I'd regret this, because it was all part of something bigger, and all I could think about was how in the past I didn't shoot when I could have, and that the non-shooting in the end became another addition to my collection of regrets. This time, the only thing I did was to follow the leap of my heart. I had a moment of clarity. I could see, this is what art is, and this is what love is. Will you hear that, my friend? My question, my constant wonder is, how much life can we live? I'd say it ain't got no end. Not for us to say yes, not for us who wonder, not for us lonesome cowboys. It goes on forever. I shoot for the sky. That moon keeps me in the loop. It is all meant to be. I gotta say, tonight I feel it. Knowing I know little about the world, I still see a world of symbols. They're everywhere for those who look. Sure is a desert out there, wildlife. Ride safe, my friend. The moon's got our backs. Do you want to hear another letter? Yeah? Okay, let's do it. Because otherwise, it's all in the book. But I can't read the whole thing tonight. So, let's do this one. Tuesday, May 19th, 2020, at 1:35 p.m. Subject, Little Killings. Howdy, pal. Yeah, I believe you. El Paso ain't no longer the same. Remember them good old days? Hell, it all feels far away. Like it all changes so fast these days. Time's a strange thing. I never could quite grasp it. Memories of El Paso still haunt me to this day. Got bloody last time I went down. This young wannabe cowboy wouldn't leave me to my drinking, kept on coming at me. Young boys want to fight, I guess. Same old story. This time I ain't got no more patience left. Couldn't help but pull the trigger. Got him right in the heart. He flew a couple of feet just like in them good old Western cartoons. His face went all pale and hollow, ghostly. Now there's a man who just died and who just woke up, only to realize you can't chase the cowboy, but you find him waiting on you inside once you stop looking at all them other folks. He dropped dead. Silence spread in the bar. Now all his bullshit was gone. I finished my brandy and one big sip and traveled on. Couple of weeks later, rumors came to me that the young man had arisen the next morning. He'd woken up to face the truth of his own lies. And he went back working for the peasants, but without complaints, saying shit like, it all takes time, but I got time. Will you hear that? Must say, seems like a little bit of killing can help them poor wannabes out sometimes. Now, of course, you ain't misunderstanding me here. I believe you're a wise fella. I ain't ever killed a man, but sure have I killed the idea of man. Know what I'm saying? And it ain't exactly like I always enjoy it. I'm not all that brutal, but truly, I'd pick a gentle life if I could. Problem is, it ain't a gentle world, and I ain't got no time for bullshit. Guess that's what they call fate, huh? Like a job I didn't pick. I swear to God, it's a heavy duty the Lord has left me to carry on my shoulders. But maybe in the end, we're all carrying the same weight. Just that some of us choose to recognize it, like we're either curious by nature or forced to by circumstances. To recognize it, to live it, while others try their best trying to escape it, ease it by jumping at all kinds of different distractions, and boy, have they provided us with distractions. That's why I gotta travel to the desert, that good old emptiness, where the wind blows freely. Hell, you know what? Mark my words here. I know enough to know that I know very little. I simply think, and then I say what I think. And I don't even mean to shoot at nobody. It just happens. Just took a ride downtown, but them big cities give me spiritual cramps these days. I prefer a wide horizon anytime. Gotta go wash the dirt of my hands now. Tomorrow is another fine day for soul searching. Also, for your information, yeah, I ain't always around these days. See, I'm riding, always riding. You go ahead and catch me on the road. I always love hearing from you. I keep a high faith in you fellow riders. May the wind be with you. Ride safe. And that's all the taste you get from the cowboy letters for tonight. Now, some music. What's a cowboy without a guitar? Be Revolution begins in the heart, and the beat of my heart is stronger than my idea of myself. And if you ever want to come and meet me up, you know where to find me. Just come meet me in the desert. The voyage is continuous.
It's me, the desert dweller, looking for water in a deserted city of ideas. I've some unfinished business downtown. Feels like magnets pulling me towards unknown destinies. Have to face turmoil again. I'm going in again. The process begins. Investigation through reintegration. Gotta keep checking in. Gotta go in. Over and out. Hey, it's me, the desert dweller, looking for water in a deserted city of ideas. I've some unfinished business downtown. Feels like magnets pulling me towards unknown destinies. Have to face turmoil again. I'm going in again. The process begins. Investigation through reintegration. Gotta keep checking in. Gotta go in. Over and out. Hey, it's me, the desert dweller, looking for water in a deserted city of ideas. I've some unfinished business downtown. Feels like magnets pulling me towards unknown destinies. Have to face turmoil again. I'm going in again. The process begins. Investigation through reintegration. Gotta keep checking in. Gotta go in. Over and out. Hey, it's me, the desert dweller, looking for water in a deserted city of ideas. I've some unfinished business downtown. Feels like magnets pulling me towards unknown destinies. Have to face turmoil again. I'm going in again. The process begins. Investigation through reintegration. Gotta keep clicking in. Gotta go in. Over and out. Here, it's me, the desert dweller, looking for water in a deserted city of ideas. I've some unfinished business downtown. Feels like magnets pulling me towards unknown destiny. Have to face turmoil again. I'm going in again. The process begins. Investigation through reintegration. Gotta keep clicking in. Gotta go in. Over and out. Here, it's me, the desert dweller, looking for water in a deserted city of ideas. I've some unfinished business downtown. Feel like magnets pulling me toward another. The process begins. Investigation through reintegration. Gotta keep clicking. Gotta go in. Over and out. The desert.
Observations.
Bemerkungen. Observation.
Наблюдение. Opmerkingen.
Observations. Observaciones.
Bemerkungen. Observation.
Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Didn't become a robot yet. Still running around in a circle. The same ancient wonders. Over. Loud and clear. The advertisement speaks baby language with the Swedes. Also the people on the news sound like babies. A lot of babies here, in the worrying sense. Over. A lot of daddy and mommy talk too. Closely, if not completely, related to baby talk. Investigate whether culture could use some TA. Over. The New Bible is another casually apocalyptic podcast. Casual apocalypse. How long can that combination function? Over. No one is home. Time translates into space, but the ground is owned by another. Over. VR space is often for free, yet owned and sold constantly. Over. Everyone in the forest have tight jogging pants and in-ear headphones. Some also speak on the phone while power walking or running. Birds are singing, but it seems health is now a tangible thing. Over and out. Go ahead. Are you good at talking, good at expressing yourself, or is it that you're good at hiding? Over. Therapy is a way to buy some time, but what will be left when the mind has been, so to say, figured out? Over. Cursing social media, still in their hands, gotta take into my hands, use my hands. Over. In real life rules internet or internet rules in real life, consider the difference. Over. The idea to establish order adds to the chaos, adds to our separation, creates spiritual prisons. Humankind is on the run, watching shit online. Over. People seem to think that desire can be controlled. Desire is never controlled. I repeat, desire can never be controlled. Controlled desire is just transformed into desperation, sometimes disguised as dullness. Over. You will hurt someone or hurt yourself. Over. Same thing. Over and out. No one is at the Soviet War Memorial Tuesday afternoon. I repeat, no one is at the memorial. Over. It is an inclusive city. We are open-minded is the new grid. Inclusivity is made rigid. Commercials are made inclusive. People are becoming commercials. Everything has a surface. People always find new ways of being absent. Over. No one is at the memorial on a cloudy afternoon in June, but the crows. Bad luck, or is God spying on us? Over. Drum and bass, also known as audible cocaine. Drugs on top of that, forgetfulness almost achieved. Over. 1941 to 45, they gave their lives for your future, it says on the walls. How to understand the world as just a little body. Who knows what it carries? What about the fancy-looking people at the Italian restaurant yesterday? What do they carry? Over. It is even a weird thing to think that one is safe. Over and out. How fast is your heartbeat? As fast as you or faster? Over.
Confusion only feels confusing if it is recognized. Over.
Asking people to be casual, funny, and easygoing on demand. Like asking former alcoholic to chill out and have some wine. Try to stay clean, not returning to whatever is referred to as normal. Over.
So many stories. People are still mysteries. Over. Things are either very clear these days or very unclear. The relation between realism and abstract is maybe not out here, but in there. Over.
Consider focal points. Who decides the focus? Over.
People having trouble with the word utopia, less frequently trouble with the word dystopia. Over.
Observation. New forms of hide and seek. Walls are good for hiding behind. Hiders are unused to being addressed as you.
Sometimes the seeker begins with apologies or compliments, but phones and other robots address all, constantly, safely. At what cost? Over.
I will go silent now. Come back to me when you're broken. I cannot speak to someone who pretends to be whole. Over.
Satan's special weekend offer. Extra cheap tickets to Zombieland. Over. YouTube commercial.
YouTube commercials. 5 seconds of Satan. Then click. Only 5 seconds of Satan.
5 seconds of Satan. Then click. Only 5 seconds of Satan. Over. People still scared to talk about Satan. Over. People still do not believe in Satan. Over.
It's part of the problem and part of his plan. Over and out.
If we meet outside of here,
It's not enough to hear. Offers you a ticket to zombie land. I don't wanna go to zombie land. As long as saves it to in a fucking zombie land. I'm not gonna take Satan's hand. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Two people hanging. Friends or business meet. Hard to tell who is a friend, who is a co-worker. Over.
They make their friendship a project. Will it be a podcast, a photo, or a performance? Over.
It's eyes on. Two people talking sound like practicing politicians or reality TV, even though no one is filming, no one's recording, not that I know of. Over. Hypothesis. Self-awareness became to decide who one is and making that decision in every instance. Over.
Consider whether depth depends on topic or on depth. Over.
Far away, out of reach, people are free to do whatever they want. Over. Try to stay close and never submit. Limbos, also known as individual freedom, are made common. Over.
Asking and listening to a voice causes auto-machined protection. It doesn't want to be destroyed. Not today. Idle running. Over. Go ahead.
Overheard. Utopia has no artists. Utopia has no art. In Utopia, everything is art. Every human is an artist and every artist is human. Over.
Affordable pizza everywhere. Bonding over software use. Free stuff on Facebook. Over.
Smart is measured by how much you know by info consumed and if you're good at talking. Over. Speaking one's heart, also known as having an exquisite personality or being intense in these times, and sometimes those personalities gain big commercial value. Over.
Western rationality. Control has been around since ancient Greece. Over.
It has been around since before year zero, and attempts have been made to control time itself. Over. Conversations can also be replaced by Google searching. Over.
Seen any witches lately? Over. Sure, they sometimes go by other names, but they never die. Over.
No longer a good girl, not a bad girl either. Not sure if it is even a girl. Over. God is alive, magic is afoot, God never dies. Leo Cohen wrote that. He's dead now. Bob Dylan's still alive. Over.
Found apples from New Zealand in a Swedish grocery store. Over.
Plato wanted to dry up passion. Plato wanted to banish poetry.
Poetry feeds and waters the passions instead of drying them up. She lets them rule, although they ought to be controlled if mankind are ever to increase in happiness and virtue.
Over.
Final message. Sorry, Plato. Feudal mankind. You can control a lot of things, but you can't control her. You can't kill her. You're just someone haunting.
She's very much alive. She never dies. Over.
They're tearing down statues of Columbus right now. Forgot which country he was from, but who gives a damn? My friend guessed he was European. Over.
Conclusion.
Can't spy on others forever. Undercover reached its limits. Current mission, transmission. I will release my rivers. I will water the dry lands. I will never try to hold back. I will become the river and overflow and drench this world over.
Someone said, I have an astonishing sensitivity, and I think that is one way of seeing it, but maybe the difference is really that I am not scared in the same way that others are. Men who try to act like men and women who try to act like men think they can control. And their tongues will twitch in the darkness of their shut mouths, and their minds will interpret their increased heart rate as approaching danger rather than urging desire. And their dreams at night will inform them about the reality they try to suppress, and they will fear death forever. I repeat, fear death forever, and they will try curing their depression by working more. And there are many ways to control, and there are many ways to forget, and there are many people you can bond with, and there are many people like you, and there, nothing is true. Over and out. And now, we're going to Berlin. Woo. Slowly but surely.
What are you having?
A tropical drink.
It's a forever documentation. Eternal documentation.
It's a documentation, man.
It's a documentation of life. It's capturing life. Yeah. Very deep shit. Capturing life.
Shit. Yeah, it's raining.
Happy?
What?
Are you happy?
I'm really happy. Are you happy?
Right now,
Yeah, right now. Are you happy right now?
right now.
You're happy right now?
Like a point. You make yourself satisfied. Like,
How do you make yourself satisfied though?
yeah, how do you make yourself satisfied? So it's like
Follow your heart. You try and follow your heart. You might not always succeed, but it's worth it for the moments that you succeed, you know? I think so. Yeah.
I think everyone has his own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like lot of ways one go. I always try to go back to the point like zero. Like healthy,
Healthy.
somewhere to sleep,
Somewhere to sleep, yeah.
Yeah.
And some people.
Yeah. I believe that.
I think
But how do you sleep?
right now not good. I have exams.
Hi, you know.
Yeah. I think it's because of the intelligence of our kind. That we don't think about right now.
Yeah. Intelligence. Intelligence is so broad. It's so much more than IQ. EQ. Everywhere. Every fucking topic there is intelligence. And no one really defined it before, so you can define it as you want. Really. As you can with everything. With everything. Right? Yeah. Cheers.
To Sweden.
To Sweden, to the fucking world, mate. Mate.
To the world, mate.
I'm so confused with my nationality. I have no idea. I have no idea. I know about...
Confused where you come from?
I'm Swedish, I guess.
I will tell you, I ask you something.
Yeah.
Imagine you were born in Asia grows like you were born in Asia. After 8 years, you had to move to Africa.
Yeah.
And after 11 years, you moved to Europe.
Yeah.
So where do you come from?
South America. Hawaii, whatever.
Exactly. A friend of mine told me you're pregnant somewhere here.
Yeah. And you come from the water. You come from the sea. You're fluid as fuck.
You come from the water.
You come from the water and you're fluid as
We are
fuck.
originally monkeys, but actually we are originally fish.
Yeah, right? Yeah. We're originally...
Evolution theory starts with after a bacteria fish.
Yeah, hey, it's true, it's true. It's true. Cheers to that.
Very true. We're fish.
Cheers to fish. To the fish.
We're literally fish. We're fish in a pond.
Mate, the pond is the system.
So, some more lurks from thy book. To a documentary according to the ancient Egyptian calendar and the Maya Indian calendar. This era is the Iron Age, also known as Dark Age. And the Maya calendar ended in December 2012. However, some people claim it's actually December 2020, which was the darkest point, the bottom. See, to them, time is not linear, but cyclical. And speaking of apocalypse, a word which stems from Greek to uncover, reveal, the Iron Age, after the Iron Age, we begin moving upwards towards Bronze Age and Silver Age, and then comes thousands of years of Golden Age. We will live in peace and in harmony with nature, and that is what they mean when they say postmodern, see? Awakenings are painful but inevitable because we pass the threshold. Forget the idea of modern, forget modern. We are moving elsewhere now. It's not backwards, it's not forwards, it is up from this pit we're in. And Mark Fisher wrote that the past cannot be forgotten, the present cannot be remembered. And Adam Curtis mentions the end of history. And some dude, of course, reminded me to be skeptical, because one never knows for sure what ancient cultures were like. That's true. I'm skeptical about anything being true. Maybe truth isn't what I'm searching for, but rather alternatives. Dreams, 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 dreams. Dreams long to continue in our waking life too. Dreams long to continue in our waking life too. Dreams long to continue in our waking life too. Dreams long to continue in our waking life too. Dreams long to continue in our waking life too. Dreams long to continue in our waking life too. Dreams long to continue in our waking life too. Dreams long to continue in our waking life too. Dreams long to continue in our waking life too. Dreams long to continue in our waking life too. Dreams long to continue in our waking life too. Dreams long to continue in our waking life too. Dreams long to continue in our waking life too. Poetry is my new thing. In our waking life too. Writing about being powerless makes one feel powerful in a way of not possessing anything but the moment that is everything. Dreams long to continue in our waking life too. Dreams long to continue in our waking life too. Dreams long to continue in our waking life too. Animal dreams, yoga poses, inner. No one will be free until all animals dream. My dog dreamt he was running and barking in his sleep. Death is not around, Satan's all around. Death is grace, Satan's hell. God is life and death, God-like action. Satan is the limbo in between. Satan is to be stuck in the limbo in between. I find freedom in the in-between places where limbo is not yet established. It seems to be the human way that it seems so much harder to celebrate that what is living than that what is already dead, gone, safe. You can safely feel, you can feel safe celebrating that one who died, who can no longer speak, who can no longer act, who can no longer be part. Now you can think whatever you want. Death whispers in the wind, though always living in you, in me. In here we are never alone. Like an absolute distance for you to feel without seeing, for you to remember without knowing, for you to love without sensing, I'm still asking. It's in another language. I don't understand what they're saying, but I understand it is emotional and it makes me cry. Those days I was whispering to people before screaming into my computer. These days I'm whispering into my computer and screaming more. No, it's not true. I don't really scream. I speak. Fifth chakra, aquamarine, I bought in Berlin when I was 16. I was young, not yet speaking. I am speaking now, the voice of many people before me. Anew, renew. Do you believe in stones? I believe in anything. It's a way of nihilism, a nihilist with faith. Stones are beautiful. You can hold them in your hand. You can feel them. We have to be different. I don't think I'd get along with myself. I need someone different because I desire to learn and grow when I am with others. I only learn from the other. I always desire the other side. Extend me. The privilege metaphor. A running race. Some stand one step from the finish line. Some start at the very end of money, no money. What is the finish line? If only we knew where they are running, what's the goal? Money. Kristen said it is an energy rotation. Everything could be give and take. Equality is when all get to be different on the same ground, in the same house. We are all so radically different. Why separate us more? Fashion, beauty is the dance of God and Satan, the union of God and Satan, the sex between them, the shallow sex, the urging desire to be one, to become. Beauty misunderstood is Satan's eye. Beauty seen beneath, seen through is God's eye. Fashion, you can see the end of a person, the perfection. They try to destroy, to update perfection. Something so short, sight is a way of seeing, but there are many ways of seeing. Trace the invisible, see. Violence is an act, not a feeling. I am angry for love, for the sake of love. I am angry because I feel I want to love. How can I need to be mellow. Apparently, I have been mellow many times at the cost of my own freedom. To feel, to show what I feel. I am angry, I am loving. Please, please, love with me. Fucking love with me. You make me a woman, I make you a man. I make me a man, I make myself a man. You make you a woman, you make yourself a woman. Now you are a woman and I am a man. I am yin and yang. There will be a man like a woman, a yin and yang, a masculine, feminine symbology. You are stuck in thinking I am a woman. Other people tell me I am a woman. See only a woman, see only a man. This world is yin and yang, and I want to be in the world. I want to be the world of worlds, of symbols. I speak of signs, energies, poetry. I speak, I use words. They are for me when I free them from the world of ideas, when I gift to them the world of me, what I see. There is so much to talk about. It is true that I felt closer to the animals when I was vegan. I am now in Italy. Fuckers believe they're holy cows, holy cow. Thank you all so much. And thanks also if you've joined on the live stream, if you're out there somewhere, thanks for being here. Thanks you all for being here. It's actually full, pretty cool. Yeah, and yeah, that's it. That's Undercover Love. I brought the booklet if anyone wants to have a look at it. It's lying over here. You can flip through it if you want. It's for purchase if you want. It includes an album download also. And yeah, stick around if you want. Talk to me if you want. And thanks everyone. Thanks Circulatia. Thanks everyone for being here. And that's it. Yay!